let's talk about reward systems. I'm a major of communication research, and I was reading a 17-page article, for God knows why, about audience. And it actually gives me a lot of perspective about the current situation of MiHoYo and its fan base. And while I was doing my own research for college, I saw something really important that stuck with me. The death of an audience is the death of a media, which makes sense. MiHoYo can make an amazing game, but because it doesn't incentivize the person playing the game to even play the game, or at least shows the player that it doesn't care about whether you played or not, the art of Genshin Impact itself is lost, and the appreciation for it goes down. How you present your media is so important that even if you make an amazing game, if what people are seeing is so negative because of how you deal with your press and your PR, no one is going to play this game. People are going to have a negative connotation about your game. So why is Genshin getting bad PR? Well, it's simple, really. I have no idea how MiHoYo hasn't, considered this. The reward system. Or specifically, why MiHoYo is so stingy with their game. MiHoYo is being stingy, not only in terms of in-game rewards, but also how they respect their community, which is non-existent. You've all seen the 2.1 event where the live streams, everyone has a really negative connotation on that, or at least a really impassive communication on that. Of course, it's not the fault of the voice actors, but it's the way that MiHoYo treats the community that it should be evident that they think we're children and that we don't know any better, which is really, offensive first and foremost. But another one is the current treatment of the artists. MiHoYo is not impassive to using fan art as a way of promotion, which, in all honesty, it's perfectly fine if a person wants to draw art for Genshin. I am a content creator that loves Genshin, so I will make content on Genshin. The problem is, just because a person likes something does not mean that they cannot be compensated for their service. RNG based is not compensation. I will tell you this right now. Why are you being so stingy for your artists that put hard work into your content? Do you have any idea how hard it is to draw fan art? And the fact is that they have control and rights once you submit it, which is really cringe, really scary, and really disgusting that they are not compensating the artists for their hard work. The problem is that a lot of people say, you shouldn't join if you don't like the rewards. That's a really negative connotation. There is one thing that's going to kill a media more than hatred. The moment that you stop caring about a form of media is when it starts dying. You are no longer part of the audience once you say, I don't care about Genshin and its rewards, I don't care about MiHoYo, I don't care about the artists. You're going to see less artists that are incentivized to draw Genshin because MiHoYo treats them as worthless. And that's not good. Because we need the artists in this community. Artists are one of the biggest contribution in Genshin Impact, especially for a game that only has most of its story locked behind walls and walls of artifact lore. You need artists to give you fantastic comics, fantastic fan art that expulge the lore. Dude, you can have an artist, like several artists in the community, morph a character's perspective and add theories and layers on that character just by drawing them. It's like when people say that, oh, it's 60 Primo gems, like they're giving them something. It's like A telling us that she didn't kill Scaramouche, but she just left it to like rot in the somewheres of the countryside of Inazuma. It's technically alive, so what's the problem? I wonder. Another reason why people are really mad about MiHoYo's lack of generosity isn't even in just their in-game rewards, which is stingy as hell, but also the amount of information. Information is one of the most important things in order to create hype around a certain unit, a certain character, a certain game, and everything else. It's important to tell your audience that 1, there are things that are being worked on, and 2, these are the things that we're working on. And whoever tells me that it's going to hurt sales, let me tell you this. If you're a free-to-play, you're not going to become a whale just because of leaks. The problem is MiHoYo doesn't give a roadmap for things, especially character banners. Why aren't they giving roadmaps for character banners? And it's not gonna hurt their business at all because they're $1 million company. What's going to hurt their business is their really bad delivery on the PR. You know what kind of people are saying that banner leaks are bad? It's the people that can afford to spend. Banner leaks aren't even a negative to anyone. I want to emphasize another important thing that we should do as a community. Be a little patient. Patience in a way that we should riot once the anniversary stream drops and once 2.2 is getting released. And it's always just fairer and much safer so that we don't look like, fools when we actually wait for the anniversary stream and then we see if, we start pulling out the pitchforks. Because if there's actually nothing in the anniversary stream except for quote-unquote appreciation of the music and the fan art, which, kudos to the people that made the content, but fuck you to the person that's, facilitating it and deciding not to give, digital currency to the entirety of the group. I'm not saying that we don't appreciate the arts. What I'm saying is that the community is really, really, really not going to have this, MiHoYo. So, yeah. All I'm saying is that this is really yikes. The way that they did this is not going to build up hype. And if they fuck up, this is going to be really big for Genshin. Because it's the first anniversary. And I don't think people want to stick around for the next one.